She's in the game! Why is the prison theme going so hard?
But they're not bad people.
Dude, how much is in there? Hey, since I keep this channel ad-free, I've set up a Ko-Fi page where you can come support me for as little as $1.
Wow.
Links are down in the description. Thank you, enjoy the video. Hello. It's 4.1 patch day. Oh yeah. You see this door standing in front of me? That's the only barrier between me and my bae Arlecchino. What's up, doggos? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact playthrough reaction. This one being the 4.1's Archon quest.
Going to jail!
And 'tis is the day we get to see Arlecchino in game. So without further ado, let's get it started.
You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Why don't we go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the court of Fontaine and have a rest? Navia said something about having a place ready for us there. Didn't she? Come on, let's go!
To the stars shining in the depths, a tea party most thorny. Look at him. To the stars shining in the depths, the prophecy lies heavy on the hearts of the people who witness the marvels of the deep in silence. A disaster or a miracle. In the moment it seized its destiny, the star fell quietly from its lofty perch. This very first 10 pull of mine is literally going to be a guaranteed 5-star pull, from what I remember. So hey, let's get our Neuvillette. Here he comes. There he is. Watch. Just watch. Ooh. See, there's my boy. It still feels a little bit off we're getting him like right now, because obviously he's not human. It's a shame that we don't get to see like his, I guess, his creature form combined into his attack animations, his burst animations, those kind of things, right? Monsieur Neuvillette. Right, and he likes tasting water, which is a real thing, by the way. Sure, I like fish. What was that, 40 pulls? That wasn't even 40, that was 30 pulls. What the fuck? Official. Fam, we winning today. Right, okay, so we need to go there first, right? We're back to this little old shabby hotel. You and Paimon relax at a while for at Spina di Rosula's base in the court of Fontaine.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Yeah, they're definitely here.
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Whew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Auditor.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
That little whisper at the end was cute, because I never get to talk. It's always you.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Neuvillette wishes to see you.
Oh.
It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
The arrest, the fake accusation to get us into the fortress of Meropede.
It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Neuvillette in person.
If you say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry, we're just going to jail. It's no big deal.
We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
To the stars in the shining depths. Also, Doggy! Monsieur Neuvillette, there he is. Gotta be on my best manners in front of this man.
Neuvillette, we're here! Did you want to see us about something?
Hello.
Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, I still have some reservations.
Yeah?
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
She did the colon 3 face. What the f...
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask
I've
you to
never
do.
seen that.
However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this.
A while earlier at Palais Mermone.
It has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct?
Oh, she's already here. Also, hi, Furina. Bet that's a headache to hear.
I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this...
In all fairness, both sides want to say Fontaine, right? The Knave, Arlecchino just does it by less conventional means.
I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Childe's recent predicament.
She probably doesn't care much for Childe, but still a fellow harbinger. It's your co-worker.
We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us.
Now, I do think that the reason why... Remember how Childe mentioned that Skirk saw it inside himself? It is like some sort of power, some sort of abyssal power. Something related to Abyss might be such a big sin that it just forced the Oratrice to just convict him guilty by default. Yeah, but law-wise, this is kind of awkward. They just sentenced him without any evidence.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh, indeed.
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right?
We wouldn't want to start a war.
It's like
Right?
a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
That's funny. You think you're on good terms with the Snezhnayans? Especially the Harbingers?
Fuck no, baby!
No, you're not their friends. Far from it.
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly.
Exactly.
It is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far
Friends.
as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Sure, alright.
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored
Yeah, it'd do more
relations,
harm
but a
than...
complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Ahem. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time.
Yeah, I don't think Arlecchino cares.
Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I only just realized this. She has such unique eyelashes. It's kind of cool.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me.
Well, she does rely on you, like, 90% of the time,
But more
right?
importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Oh, so this is how you're like, huh? I wonder how many times Neuvillette has had to go through with this.
Lady Furina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Folcalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many.
Oh, this is great. Did you see the way she did that? She became a Diglett and then whoop.
So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Hey, remember that line in the trailer where Furina was saying, "Don't kill me, please"? I think this is what this meeting leads to. I feel you, man. Don't worry, she'll mature. The time...
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
Oh, shit. I'm just gonna say right now, this is a very monumental thing for me and probably a lot of other people. She's in the game! An in-game model! Oh my fucking god. Oh, this! The title
I
card!
assume you see it the same way, Miss Furina?
Now just don't get killed off, please. Also interesting. She has a pyro delusion. Is that a delusion or her actual vision? On her neck too.
Yes,
right.
That's right. Just like you said, a
Oh my
tea
God.
party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable.
Make sure they're not poisoned.
To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
God, she looks great. I'm sorry. I'm like completely distracted right now.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Wow.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you.
Yes, the three. Well, the other children outside of Fontaine is being slaughtered by us, so... You know, those Fatui operatives? The fat ones? The ones with the fisticuffs? The ones with the guns? Yeah, I kind of have like thousands of their medals stashed up in my inventory, so...
Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Lyney and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand.
Oh god.
The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood. Perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that.
Misunderstood.
All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
You have come regarding the matter of Childe, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk.
She's not here only for that.
Yes, as you surmised, understanding Childe's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Childe and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue.
Ace attorney with Arlecchino?
So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Childe be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
See, here's the thing, Arlecchino. That's not your say. It's the Oratrice's.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
Can people like shorten sentences? Maybe you can like agree to that? Maybe lessen his sentence to like a week, a month or something? Surely like a month without Childe isn't that bad, right?
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice.
Look, her VA is doing a very good job, but I'm also terrified to see what Arlecchino's like when she loses her cool.
Okay, why don't we back up a step?
Yep, she's not satisfied with that answer.
You don't need to transfer Childe to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Childe and confirm his condition.
Okay, that's not too hard, right?
It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that.
Oh god.
Right, Miss Furina?
Furina, say yes. For your own good.
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse.
What? So this is why we're going to jail.
However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
That's where we come in.
The Knave showed up already? Well, Lyney did say that father will be returning soon.
Please be careful, Neuvillette. The Knave won't be easy to deal with.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Furina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the Knave.
Do these two have history?
Could the Knave be threatening Lady Furina or something?
Furina can be seen as very vulnerable, so...
If that...
I'm going to bring this up just for the brief moment. I've seen this theory circulating around online recently, and it's kind of popular. The theory is that everyone in Fontaine currently is already dead. It goes as this. Egeria dies, like in the pool of Amrita, and Furina is born into a lifeless Fontaine. And to cope with that, to cope with the loneliness, she creates hydromimics that populates all of Fontaine, which is all the citizens we happen to know now. I don't know how many of them are, like maybe the vision wielders are still real people, maybe? Because y'all remember, there were some people that just suggested like, hey, if I melt back into the water, it's like returning to home. That's such a weird mindset. Just like Adia from the summer event, right? The main thing people said, like how this theory can't really be validated, is that the ones in the summer event had like blue hair and blue eyes, but that was hydromimics that I think controlled by Adia. Adia was just like a regular Oceanid, right? Who's to say an Hydro Archon with the power of Gnosis can't create even more convincing and lifelike people without those features, right? Because they've mastered the Hydro element. Alright, back to gameplay.
According to reports from the Fortress of Meropide, Childe recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Disappeared? Did he escape?
We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the Fortress of Meropide.
That's not a good look either.
I suspect that there's something else behind Childe's disappearance.
Don't tell me he's one with the water now.
I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Childe, and it is my duty to see justice done.
We still have his vision. I think his vision malfunctioned because of all the false hydro energy around. Like, there's so much like concentrated hydro energy that creates all the citizens that it's influencing his own vision.
I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meropide and investigate Childe's disappearance.
It would be my pleasure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave.
It
Rather
would
than
be my
allowing her
pleasure.
to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Childe's situation and report back to her in detail.
But it's a smart plan. I just hope this doesn't go against the Oratories, because the Oratories can very well convict Neuvillette as guilty anytime.
The Knave did not
that'll
seem
be awkward.
satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
The diplomacy holding Fontaine and Snezhnaya together as friendly lies solely on our hands now. No pressure, right? No pressure.
The Fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before.
Oh.
The Fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Who made these rules? It feels so restrictive. Like, even Furina and the Grand Judge can't go in there themselves. Like, what if you wanted to check up on something, like right now?
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
That's awfully inconvenient.
That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble. So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Imagine if there's a no option and the credits just roll. Since you're in such a tough spot, well, Childe is our friend after all.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret.
Now that I think about it, I guess one loophole is that unless you're actually like put on trial, the oratories can't really do anything, right?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
That's alright. My backpack's full of riches and food.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life
Can
for
we
the
get
sake of
VIP
delivering this
treatment?
report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
That sounds like a good deal. I mean, I was gonna go in anyway, but...
Now that's more like it. Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month. You're a treat.
In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal
Y'all
gratitude.
didn't have the cake? That's the one Arlecchino made. Well, not made. She probably just brought it over.
Oh, no need to thank me for it. Just be sure to enjoy it.
I'll have that and that. Oh, and one of those two. Ooh, and no Fanta, thank you.
Didn't you just finish eating the cake that Neuvillette gave us?
But as soon as Paimon remembered that we're about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty. Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've
kind of
always been
motivation
super
is
careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropide. Maybe this is what they call fate.
We're bound to get sent to horny jail one day.
Oh, what is that I hear?
What the
Taste of a breaking story.
Shark? Are the people of Fontaine just diglets?
Hey, you can't hear a taste. And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him. But he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. And as long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
I can hear you, you know.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meropide.
I like her a lot.
You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
We're going to serve our sentences and redeem ourselves for spoiling the ending of a Yeah, it is a crime.
Huh? You're being arrested for that? But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
It's like spoiling Endgame.
Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Meropide...
You too?
Would you be willing to help me gather some material
We're doing
for a
2
story?
gigs now.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
No, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress.
Uh-huh.
He was awarded the honorary title of Duke
Right, yeah,
in
he's a
Fontaine.
duke.
Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really
I mean, Charlotte's the type of person to throw her life away for the job. Did y'all not read her Twitter post? The amount of time she's almost been kidnapped or like made disappeared by people who have things against her for all this stuff she digs up. Ooh.
I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
I mean, a meal for an exchange for going to jail? Only,
Wait, just how much did you order?
yeah, you know, pay up, Charlotte.
I had no idea you could eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
We didn't render her broke, did we? I'm so sorry, Charlotte. That's disturbing. So, like, if you go to prison, you kind of walk along this path to this giant-ass guillotine-looking thing. Do I get lowered into the prison? Is that
All
a
right,
lift?
Neuvillette, we're ready. Is this where the entrance is?
You have come, just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the Fortress of Meropide from Irenaeus.
Yes, underneath the guillotine.
Ooh, so you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the Fortress of Meropide is naturally the perfect place to confine and guard criminals.
That's cool. It's still
See
under
for
a
yourselves
guillotine.
what-
Don't know about you, but just thinking about being at the bottom of the sea like that gives Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Thalassophobia.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Wriothesley.
Wriothesley.
He's a very shrewd fellow. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate at my behest, it would behoove you to avoid any confrontation with him or any of his subordinates.
Well, that's awkward. Charlotte just paid the full mill to ask me to do the opposite. He has the potential to sniff us out. I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
Thank you.
It's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Good. Madeline!
I'm here, Monsieur Neuvillette. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry, they won't escape on my watch.
My hands are up.
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork for entering the Fortress of Meropide.
I shall not resist arrest. Oh, now that's good. This new feature's good. Oh, that's good that they made the feature to ask, though. Okay, that's a much needed quality of life.
Are we already underwater now? So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
I think
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
New music too? Ooh. What does that say? Hello. Some new chaps for your prison cells.
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Neuvillette personally requested I escort these two convicts.
Hi.
I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well, now. Aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment?
Yeah, it's a prison. There's nothing to smile about.
Oh, she's got a point.
Yeah, huh?
You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
Present.
That would be us.
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Let's see. You two are charged with eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence, 45 days?
Neuvillette, wow.
Wait, you mean the cake that Neuvillette gave us was...
It seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble.
Yep, that was me.
Considering how fond Lady Furina is of sweets, this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Archon herself.
You really have an eye for criminals.
Please stand in front of the board over there. I'll take your mug shots with my camera.
Oh, all right. But be sure to catch Paimon's good side.
You do know what a mugshot is, right, Paimon? Yay. Oh god. Paimon! It'd be so awkward if she waves. Under Marad's guidance, you complete all the required procedures.
And we're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Next, someone will be along to guide you inside the fortress. Please be sure to cherish this opportunity for rebirth.
Yes, you sound lively, madam.
Rebirth? Isn't that a little much? We're only gonna be here for 45 days.
You two are the new inmates, right? Follow me.
Oh, okay. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler.
Hi.
Save it. It's not like I'll remember your names. Move it.
You lot are really miserable down here. I mean, I guess it's a prison after all, but... Ooh. Such a fancy way of getting to jail, though. That's the scene from the trailer.
So, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here?
Just don't get into riots, I'm guessing.
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me?
You sure don't seem like a guard. Why were you sent to bring us in?
This is exactly why I can't stand new fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Credit coupons?
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things. But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons. Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
Interesting.
So,
They have their
credit
own-
coupons are a currency that can only be used
Yeah,
here?
they have their own currency system.
No matter how much money or power you had before, it means nothing once you set foot inside the Fortress of Meripede. Everyone starts from the same place, and you have a chance at a new, less terrible life. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a prison.
More like an institution.
You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while.
What's this music?
After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
Have you ever seen a harbinger from Snezhnaya?
Almost there. It's down through here. Your turn to give it a try.
Ooh, I really like this OST. We're not even there yet and the music's already like so ominous. We're going deeper. Oh. So we rode the boat all the way from like here to... That's a long ride. It's still going. What the hell? It's still going.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is.
Jesus. Here we are.
So this is the actual entrance to the fortress of Meropide?
If we ever get found out, then maybe we become criminals for real.
Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this!
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but you wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
We kinda did. It's a false charge, but...
Anyway, it's over there, so you just go on over there by yourselves. I've done my job, so good luck.
Oh. Okay, bye-bye.
What was that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many garter mechs around here?
Apparently not. Does this mean that...
They're already onto us?
Get ready to fight... Wait, no. Oh, Wriothesley.
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These Gardamex aren't here to attack you.
Hey!
In fact, they're here as your honor guard.
Honor guard?
When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardamex come and wait in formation.
You know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here. Even if you're friends with the Chief Justice. Quite fair.
You must be Wriothesley.
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace. Lovely weather today, isn't it?
What's with the sudden change in... What the...
Greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the fortress of Meropide had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
Oh yeah, he does.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance?
Did an okay job. He's taking great care of us. Splendid chap indeed.
Outstanding. Well, Deacon, I recall we discussed fate during our last work meeting, I believe that fate will reward all those who take every aspect of their work in life seriously. When you return to your bunk, you'll find the guards have issued some extra credit coupons to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, and you two. I can't believe you gave me such praise. If you need anything in the future, anything, please, come find me anytime.
Jeez, that change.
No credit coupons necessary.
That attitude change.
To make you feel more welcome, I'll show you around the various facilities of the Fortress of Meropide. I hope it'll help you adjust to life here.
Well, it's only 45 days. Surely it's not that bad, right?
He's going to personally give us a cure? Paimon can't figure out what this guy's thinking at all.
Remember, we have to get something out of him for Charlotte. Let's just roll with it for now, but I hope he doesn't know too much already.
No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types. Alright, let's keep up with him.
Ooh. Whoa. Administrative area. I really like this theme down here. The Copper Keep. What the hell? I'm really digging the music.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities. And being criminally inclined here at the fortress is just one of many ways to survive.
I see.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that? We're real criminals, you know. What if we're too difficult to Primordial.
Right, yeah.
Well, then maybe you'll be able to carve out a name and a place for yourselves in this underwater world, Before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meropide, it's better to not cause trouble for yourself or for the guards. Now, we've arrived at a very important place. The Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim 1 welfare meal each day.
You mean it doesn't cost anything?
That's right. Criminals are essential to Fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost your reward coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat.
I'm guessing that change was thanks to Wriothesley.
It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule.
It's nice.
If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms.
That's fair.
That would only make things more difficult for me. So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Meropide.
Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here. You'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere else as fair and reasonable.
Paimon sees your point. By that logic, this place doesn't seem so bad after all.
Let's continue this way.
Again, remember our original mission. A welfare meal. Oh, I guess I'll claim one from this guy every day then.
This place is known as the Pancration Ring.
Oh, people fight?
Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them. Instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons?
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
Seems you know me too well.
I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
No.
Let's move on for now.
Remember the Wine Lazen Fest? I managed everything, well, Paimon. I gotta say, I'm really digging this theme. Like, the beginning sounds so Wild West, and then it, like, turns into this orchestral thing. Oh. Why is the prison theme going so hard? You're making me want to stay in prison now. Hi. Who is you?
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait. What time is it again?
Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Wriothesley's just that intimidating.
Sorry. Forgive my manners.
Rowan.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later. In the Fortress of Meropide, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons, if you have other skills, you can skip your shifts to earn them in other ways. As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines seen all over Fontaine originate from our workshop.
The Gardamex.
Therefore, the Fortress of Meropide is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory.
As we've seen from the trailer.
You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
Oh, what the? Lyney? Why are you here?
Oh!
Lyney?
Oh, you really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
But they don't allow for people to just come in and out. Why are you
The
here?
only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace.
You've been arrested too?
Oh? Is something the matter?
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work tomorrow.
Is he also here to check up on Childe? Like, I mean, the way Wriothesley said it, it's like he's one of the inmates, so... Oh, Sigewinne! I just realized... Oh, hello! Aww. Look at her.
Your
She's
Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
She's such a stark contrast. Of course, the cutest character works in the prison. Also, she's Hydra. Interesting.
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Sigewinne.
Then you must be here for those two.
So she's a Hydro healer.
This is the infirmary, and Sigewinne here is the Fortress of Merapede's head nurse.
Head nurse, so short.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Yeah, the head nurse of the only nurse.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress.
Okay.
As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
That's awkward. I grabbed mine already.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here.
Oh yeah, it looks nice. I see you. Oh, wow.
What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations?
The one they gave me was actually, it looked kind of good, so.
Wow, it looks delicious! Neuvillette made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day?
Mine's pretty good too. It's fish and chips.
Isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
We won the food gotcha, people. Let's go.
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case.
Oh.
I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Thanks for ruining my, 3 seconds of feeling lucky.
What you get to eat depends completely on your luck.
They even...
You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes
That's
to play
crazy.
here in the cafeteria.
The gotcha's so bad, they implemented it into the food system.
If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure.
Exactly.
Did I hear you mention Neuvillette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health?
He seems healthy no matter how you look at him. But he works so hard
Why are
all
you
the
so
time,
worried?
so it must be really tiring.
What are you again?
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Sigewinne.
But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you to accompany us. Monsieur Neuvillette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and freely with him. Talking with him feels quite effortless.
Yeah.
In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Neuvillette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal.
And then now we're convicts.
After this, you two will just be inmates here.
Yeah. Thank you for your hospitality. I really thought the fortress was gonna be such a dark and ominous place. I mean, I know we're getting special treatment, but still, it doesn't, like they said, it doesn't look
You're
too
very
bad.
welcome. Well, your new life awaits.
Yes, for eating the cake.
Diabetes.
I recommend that you return to the dormitories and rest. You have work to do tomorrow. Perhaps you were hoping to ask for some special privileges? Sorry, you'll have to use credit coupons like everyone else. It's not as comfy here as you might imagine.
Now that I've gotten a good look at you two, I think you're very cute.
You too.
After all, Heavy is the head that wears the cutesy crown. I guess I just want to say, just take care of yourself and don't get hurt.
How's the cutest little thing working down in the depths of an underwater prison? Well, our first day as an inmate.
The Traveler and Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to worry about is what to do and when to do it.
Okay.
Don't make any extra trouble for yourself.
Right, don't worry, we'll follow the rules.
Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this! The days of staying home and reading detective stories are like a dream now.
It's okay.
We saw a lot of things worth investigating just now. Even though though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Neuvillette. Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Or is Paimon overthinking things?
He probably knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, "Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny."
Funny. There was one other important thing.
You mean?
Lyney's presence here, yeah.
That's what Paimon was thinking too!
He's an
Paimon
inmate.
almost spilled the beans when we ran into him.
Still wearing his magician costume too.
Lyney and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth. They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too!
I was gonna say we could have just told them, but the order came from their father. And look, there's something over there.
Huh? Oh, it's a card!
Oh, it's his card.
It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important.
This proves that he's up to something here too.
We can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now.
With a bit of trepidation, you and Paimon spend your first night in the fortress of Meropide. Is the bed okay?
Hey!
Finally awake.
You're up early today, Paimon.
Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up.
You told them everything?
Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
Hey, lazy bones. What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production
Hey,
zone.
chill. We're up already. God, it's... Huh? What the... Huh? Why is a Sumerian eremite as a bodyguard? I guess they hire all sorts of people down here, huh? Priest. Okay, alright. I was like... Ah, here we are. Oh. You see the tanks of concentrated pneuma energy? Ah, and on top is the Uzia energies. Interesting how they have to separate them like that. Well, obviously, actually, makes sense. Together, they just create the, I think, the annihilation reaction. Do we get to do, like, Gardamek creating minigames?
No. Ah, you must be the catch of the day.
Hello.
Looks like you've got some luck getting assigned this space.
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps.
Alright.
Every machine here is worth more than the both of you.
Understood.
Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary.
Oh, cause Yalo beat us the fuck up.
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets.
Oh.
Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist.
Oh.
Here, take this.
What's this?
Bring me the processed widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
Okay.
So if the machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem.
Boom. 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 Okay, we should better stand to the side. Whoa, boom. Now this last one's quite a tricky one. Boom. There we go.
Great! Now we can report back to the foreman and give him the processed widgets.
There you go.
Huh. This one is tolerable.
Tolerable? I busted my ass for this one.
Paimon's exhausted. We're done now, right? Even though Paimon's starving and wants to head straight to the coupon cafeteria, we still need to meet Lyney first, right? He probably just finished up his work, too. He should be around here somewhere.
I think you're... Oh, we got 400, huh? Your sister's here. Hello, come out, please. I have your sister. Please cooperate.
Hey, over here.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
Oh, you scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
You little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry. Come over here and keep it down.
Yeah, you're definitely here for Childe, too. Huh? That's my guess, anyway.
Oh, Lynette! You're here, too! You two really are inseparable.
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
You really dragged your sis down to the prison with you? What about Freminet?
It's not just Lynette. Freminet is also here.
Oh, he is.
How did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd. Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
Right, of course. It was purposely done.
The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
That's not the point, Lyney. The question is, what are you two really doing here?
Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation. As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret.
Oh, wait, you're not here for Charles?
Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries.
What could be hidden down
But
here?
recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since.
Maybe they were dissolved?
We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here.
Why is the house so interested about this secret?
Father has somehow managed to confirm that Folcalor does not have Fontaine's gnosis.
Well, then it has to be in the Aura trees, right?
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's gnosis might be in the fortress of Meropide and is related to that secret.
Isn't there a high chance for it to be, like, inside the Aura trees itself?
So it's all about the Gnosis again.
You know, just want to nab it to make your, like, god-powered machine or something, I don't know. Like Infinity Gauntlet thingy?
How about you two? Did Monsieur Neuvillette send you here?
Bingo! The Knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Childe, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
Yeah, they told us. Consider it an exchange of information.
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Childe's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine.
The Archon and the Grand
She
Judge.
actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere. Almost like a bargaining chip.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Childe's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
I mean, Childe really dislikes Arlecchino. And I'm guessing Arlecchino probably doesn't give two shits about Childe if it weren't for him being a harbinger.
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. By the way, I have a suggestion. Why don't we team up?
I mean, sure.
Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the fortress of Meropide. It would be more efficient for us to work together.
Sounds like a plan.
As you know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis. You can trust us on that.
Lyney has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met. Or, I should say, we were really looking forward to teaming up with you this time.
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't you?
It's okay to open up a little.
If all we're doing is sharing info, fine. But I may reconsider if things get serious.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met.
Look, I gotta be careful.
That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well.
Alright.
I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated.
What, did you think I'd beat you up?
Alright then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully.
Got it.
Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the fortress of Meropide has a forbidden zone. Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the forbidden zone from the guards.
What does that contain?
You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where Childe disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub!
Where would Freminet be?
Oh, he wasn't kidding. Today's meal is nowhere near as good as last time. Oh, who knows how long it'll be until we're lucky enough to get that super tasty meal again?
As long as you're here long enough, it'll only be a matter of time before you get it again.
Forget about it then.
You just gotta keep rolling on the food
We'll
banner.
just deal with the regular food for the time being. Let's just get out of here as soon as possible. But life here doesn't seem all that bad. Other than the foreman being kinda mean and the work being pretty tiring.
You think so, mate? If I had a coupon for every fish who said that.
Vidok?
Seems you fishies still haven't learned your lessons from your life up on the surface.
Who are you?
If you take things at face value, then by the time you reach a dead end, you won't even know how you ended up on that road in the first place.
Have some advice for us, old-timer?
I like your attitude. I can, let you in on a little something. The truth is, this place has a lot of hidden rules.
Really now?
Hidden rules?
Not everyone knows about those rules, but whether you know them or not, once you break one, you might encounter something even worse than death.
In that case, would you tell us some hidden rules? We definitely want to avoid breaking them.
Come on, mate. This is valuable information. The difference between life and death. Do you really think you can just ask and I would tell you?
Pretty please?
Paimon understands, but we don't have many credit coupons yet.
Yeah, I know. Not like I'm going anywhere. Just come talk to me after you've saved enough. Moreover, you're new fish, freshly caught, and completely out of your element. What'd be the point in even telling you anything before you've gotten a handle on your new lives? Come and find me once you've been here longer. I'm usually around the rag and bone shop. Just call me Vidok. Bye-bye now.
See ya.
It might be a good place to start in our investigation. Hidden rules, huh? But like he said, we don't have any coupons and we're still not familiar with this place. Oh, there's nothing we can do about it now. We were so busy talking we almost forgot to eat. Even if it's not the best, it's probably better while it's warm. Come on, dig in before it gets cold.
After your meal, you spent some time getting familiar with the fortress before long as nighttime.
So Paimon just confirmed with the guards that our shift is set for every morning, and we're free to do whatever we want all afternoon. But it seems like most of the other inmates choose to continue working through the afternoon to earn more credit coupons. Oh, and they also said that you can use coupons to skip work in the morning and free up your time. They weren't kidding. Credit coupons really can be used to do anything here. Paimon's so tired. And we'll need to wake up and go to work in the morning. Without any credit coupons, it's not like we can really do anything else. Nighty-night, Traveler. Paimon hopes we can keep making progress on our investigation tomorrow.
Whoa. Wait, that's Childe's vision. Huh? I hear someone calling me. Wait, how are we seeing this? Where are you going? Oh, that's where they brawl, right? Of course he'd want to be there. Oh, don't tell me he actually killed someone. Where are you, child? Oh. Child?
Are you awake, Traveler? You seem to have something on your mind. Did you dream about something last night?
I dreamed of Childe, or rather, in the dream, I was a child. Something to do with his vision.
Oh, Childe's vision! So you had it with you this whole time?
It resonated.
Maybe the vision
with
connected
us?
Childe's consciousness to yours.
Maybe I can use his vision to see everything he experienced from his perspective. Wait, you can do that?
And our
With
investigation
visions?
has its first major breakthrough! Good thing you brought the vision with you here. What's more important now is that it's the start of another new day as prisoners. Let's do our best to earn more credit coupons. What's the plan for today?
Oh, let's go work in the production zone. Let's spend some coupons to skip work. No, let's save up. Let's save. Yeah, I only have 400. Oh. I only have 400. I'm not about to spend them before I can even save up. Hi.
Look who decided to show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting.
Already on it.
Good, here you go. Remember to give me the widget once you've finished processing it.
Boom.
Alright, finished.
Easy.
I'm on speed. But after so many shifts, it seems we're really getting the hang of it now.
All you do is floating around and tell me what to do.
Hey there, fellow shift mates. I saw you finished your work, so I thought I'd come over and say hi.
Rowan?
I've been working here for almost 15 years. Even the foreman, Grainville, always calls me Chief.
Whoa, you've been working here a long time, Chief.
Hey, Chief. In other words, you haven't managed any improvement in 15 years. That's kind of a dickhead line.
If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask me. I know the work here in the production zone better than the back of my hand.
I think I've got the work more or less down the path. We just haven't quite learned all the rules.
Did you just ask about the rules?
Yes, the rules. The hidden rules. That's what they called it, right?
Alright. Seeing as I'm the one who came over here, you're already calling me Chief. I guess I can tell you a little. Truth is, you two keep working like this, you might be putting yourselves in danger.
Because we're too productive.
Huh? Wait, there's even a rule about that? What would have happened if you never told us about this?
Well, it's usually not that easy to break one on accident. The conditions of the hidden rules are usually pretty specific. But once you do break one, bad things happen.
So the conditions in this case are...
If you work continuously in the production zone for 3 days, and if all you do besides eating and sleeping is just work, then something bad will happen during lunch on the 3rd day.
Huh? Like what? Oh, don't scare Paimon!
There's actually a legend about this rule. They say that there was a worker who worked way harder than me. He was both efficient and eager on the job, and most other workers couldn't hold a candle to him.
So you can't even be too efficient.
One time, he tried to test his limits and worked as long as he could. Then during lunch on the 3rd day, he disappeared into thin air, as if he'd evaporated. Later, some people went and asked some of his past friends about him, but they said, never heard of the guy.
What the fuck?
How could that happen?
What did the workers look like? Did you ever see him?
Unfortunately, we were assigned different production zones. I never saw for myself what he looked like.
They probably gave them more coupons to shut them up.
Wait, are you thinking that it was...
Thank you for the information. We'll give it a try.
Oh?
Yeah.
You... Listen, kid, this ain't the kind of thing you should be curious about. Let me tell you, you're better off forgetting about it and looking after yourself. Now I kind of regret ever telling you.
No, we can handle ourselves.
Do you really want to try?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Alright, if you insist.
Thank you, Chief. You finished your morning work and arrived at the coupon cafeteria.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
Oh, what the hell? It actually matters this time. Oh, a little, right? Okay, let's try the ring.
Knowing Childe, he must have been there all the time.
It actually deviates the story a little. After this, we'll continue working for like 3 days. I just want to check out how this Pranction ring looks. It's just fighting people, right? Hello, Collins.
Oh, you must be the Traveler, huh? Sorry, mate, but competitors as strong as you are prohibited from participating. I don't make the rules, mind you, but I was given very specific instruction. But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength, and you'll even earn some credit coupons in the process. What do you think? Interested? You'll need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. If you can complete a few rounds in a row with no mistakes, then you'll win credit coupons. The game costs 300 credit coupons to have it go. So, You up for it?
I gotta spend? Shit, fine, damn it.
Thanks for your patronage, mate. Now,
Mate?
let the game begin.
A few moments later.
How much credits did that net us?
Not bad. Not bad at all. Here, the coupons you won. Be sure not to lose them.
We woke up so early today that Paimon's been nodding off all afternoon. Good thing it's finally time for bed.
Oh, shit. Even the style of the book's different. Oh my god, Let's Spoon's seen better days.
Day 2.
The dawn of a new day. Paimon feels like we're getting used to life as convicts. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Production zone.
Look who decided to show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting.
If possible, I'd like to apply for 3 continuous working days.
Oh? What's with suddenly wanting to work so hard? You need coupons that badly?
Exactly. Boom. 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 Hit it. Hit it.
Paimon's had it. Who knew that processing these widgets would be so tiring?
Hit it. It's jammed. Oh, it's the 3rd day. It's the 3rd day.
That's it. Paimon doesn't even have the energy to talk anymore. Is it time to eat yet?
Come on, lunchtime for Paimon. It's the 3rd day. Oh my Paimon. Pop up.
Oh, Paimon's exhausted. It's just work, and more work. Paimon's little body can't handle this much longer. Wait a sec. Now that Paimon thinks about it, haven't we been working non-stop for 3 days now? And now it's lunchtime!
Mm-hmm. You're just realizing that now?
But it doesn't seem like anything's changed at all. And we made it to the coupon cafeteria safely.
Let's just eat first.
Paimon wonders what we'll get today. Maybe we'll get the super lucky meal. Wait, what? What in the world is this? What's with Paimon's food? And yours is the same. Is this stuff meat?
It's
But
purple
it looks
meat.
and feels so bizarre. What kind of chef would make food like this?
I've never seen a welfare meal like this. There's something wrong with this meat.
What do you think is going on? Is this the bad thing that Rowan was talking about?
Something went missing before, and now our meals have this strange meat.
No, stop right there. Paimon gets what you mean, just don't say it. Hey, Wolfie, have a moment? It's about the meat in our meals. Look, does it seem normal to you?
The meat? Oh, that looks perfectly fine to me. Totally normal. Better hurry up and chow down.
Totally.
How could this be fun? Hey, don't leave! You barely even looked at it! Ugh, what should we do now? Wolsey wouldn't even give us the time of day. Is he trying to hide something?
Looks like we'll have to investigate it ourselves. The plot thickens.
Yeah, looks like we have no other choice.
Oh.
Paimon was positively famished a minute ago,
Wow.
but now she's lost her appetite.
Strange meat. The strange welfare meal received after validating the hidden rules of the production zone. Investigate the clues we discovered.
Okay, let's see if we can find any new leads.
Well, we didn't disappear though. We seem to be doing okay. I'll chill out on spending first. What the?
Oh, wonderful. I was worried that you'd be busy trying to earn reward coupons all the time, but it seems like you haven't neglected your investigation work after all.
Paimon likes having more coupons, but no one wants to work all the time. Have you also been investigating the area, Lynette?
No, I was just slacking off, and you happened to catch me.
And how's Lyney holding up?
My brother is still obsessed with anything remotely related to the Forbidden Zone. But knowing him, it won't be long before we get more leads. Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Huh?
What's this?
Credit coupons?
No.
Why are you giving us these?
I've been here longer than you. Coupons aren't a resource in particularly short supply. What is in short supply are interesting people to talk with.
Okay.
Aw, that's so nice of you, Lynette. We'll be
Thank
sure to
you.
make good use of these coupons then. Thanks a bunch! Huh? Rowan? What are you doing here, Chief?
I was injured a bit just now. Nothing major, I think I just pulled something. Little mishaps like this are unavoidable at work, you know?
Huh. Paimon wouldn't have thought someone as experienced as the Chief would still get hurt on the job.
I just knew you would say that. This is pretty embarrassing. Where's Sigewinne when you need her anyway? The one time I need to make a quick trip to the infirmary. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch, and nobody knows where Sigewinne gets off to.
So this isn't just a coincidence, but she's always absent during lunch?
That's actually really strange. Sigewinne's always super dedicated to her work. Where else would she possibly go?
The empty infirmary. I've been told that the infirmary is empty and they have hour just before lunch. Are we going to do a trial here in the prison?
No.
Hey, look!
Is that a book?
There's something here! Looks like a research notebook. That suspicious guy peeking into the infirmary just now. Are they a fan of Sigewinne? He must have dropped this. Let Paimon read it real quick. The Melusine perceive the world very differently from humans. There are significant deviations. As a result, their sense of aesthetics and beauty is also very different from that of humans. This must be taken into consideration when giving gifts.
Right, research about characteristics of Melusines. Okay, yeah, I know that info. Oh, Deacon. Hi.
Hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon!
So now you remember our names.
No need to tease me, okay? I won't trip on the same step twice. Listen, I feel ashamed about last time. Thank you for praising me in front of His Grace. Here are the extra credit coupons he gave me. I'd like you to have them.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, I insist. These coupons are nothing compared to getting the attention of His Grace. I won't take no for an answer.
Wait, is it only because I praised him I only got this dialogue option? That'd be kind of cool. Choices actually matter now?
Just like His Grace said, paying attention to every little detail is the key to prosperity. Maybe this is the true meaning of rebirth.
Hello, Traveler. Paimon.
Hi.
Everyone's usually busy around now, and we don't have any patients to look after.
Oh, you
in the
do
infirmary.
have one.
I thought I'd come here and enjoy the sight of everyone hard at work. I often stand here and observe everyone. Humans are just so interesting and adorable. I like to watch your expressions while you work.
Humans. You also happen to be a veterinarian, as well as a head nurse?
Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions. See, we Melusines are a different species, and we see the world very differently from humans. It's very easy for me to observe everyone's condition.
Oh god. Wait, she's a Melusine? I don't like what that's making me think. Oh good lord.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water.
That does sound useful for being a nurse.
Do y'all not find this weird? You do realize how what Melusine looks like usually, right? They don't have human faces. The supervisor, Sigewinne.
So after working a few days straight, we got some strange meat in our lunch. What was that all about? Has our investigation turned up anything useful recently?
Well, I think I've got something, but unfortunately it's not related to Childe.
Day 3.
Unless, was there something I overlooked?
What do you have planned for us?
Choose to go to Plantation in the afternoon and gather information. This one, okay. Hopefully I'm not missing anything.
Oh, back for another try? I hope you brought enough credit coupons this time.
Of course.
All right, then get ready to play. Your strength really shouldn't be underestimated. Now I get why you're prohibited from participating in any official
I'm really
fights.
just swinging my sword, Colin.
Nobody who values their life would be willing to get in the ring with you.
Can't know for sure if you don't let me have a go.
You two haven't tried betting on the outcome of a pancration match yet, have you?
Betting? I don't think I want to waste my coupons like that.
Just go talk to Rusimov. Buy a ticket for whichever fighter you think will win. There's a big payout if the fighter you support comes out on top.
Why don't we give it a try? If we have enough coupons, we could probably bet at random until we figure everything out.
Bet at random, huh? Well, how should I put it? It's not like you can't do that, but I'd advise you to give it some more thought first.
Yeah, I don't want to waste my coupons.
We shouldn't get too carried away. What's the problem?
Could it be that there's some sort of rule there?
What?
There is.
Might as well tell you about it.
We gotta violate
you already
them
know
all.
that much. Plus, I think you've got the potential to be one of my greatest customers. I think I can let you
Come
in a
on,
bit.
Collins, cough it up.
The hidden rule here is, if you buy both boxers' tickets and support them both, something bad will happen the next morning.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, what do you mean by something bad will happen?
How would I know? Not like I'm stupid enough to do that.
Thanks for the tip, Collins. I'm going to do exactly just that.
According to the rumor, there was a masked boxer who possessed incredible skill and power. None of his opponents even stood a chance against him.
Who's this guy?
However, in the final match, the organizers told him to take off his mask. He refused and never showed up to the fight. And after that, he was never seen again. Some say he died, or that he was taken care of by the event's organizers. But everyone remembers that he was someone who cherished honor above all else.
Okay.
In his eyes, supporting both boxers in a match would dishonor the competition itself.
Thank you very much for the information. I'll give it a try.
Huh? We will?
Yes.
You're not serious, are you? Look, here I was just trying to be nice and warn you, yet here you are trying to break it on purpose?
We gotta find Childe. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Seems you've made up your mind. Just be sure to protect Paimon, okay?
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. If you have enough, then go ahead and give it a try. Just don't come running back to me if something happens.
Day 4.
Okay, if we bet 3,000, we'll be left with 1.1k. Alright, we can go, yeah.
Whoa! Isn't this the super lucky meal?
Oh.
Looks like hard work really does get rewarded. What would you like to do this afternoon?
Bet on both of the fighters. Let's go to the prankration ring. This is interesting how they're doing this. And we're not even in Act 2 yet.
Are you two here to buy tickets? Better be quick about it. Another match is about to start.
We'll buy tickets for both fighters.
Huh? For both fighters?
You heard me right.
I could tell you're new to this, but I didn't think you were completely clueless.
Come on.
We're aware that we're going to lose coupons.
All right then, if you're absolutely sure. Remember, no refunds once you buy the tickets.
Yeah, we got it. Just shut up and take our coupons.
Just let something bad happen to us already.
Aw, looks like we won't get a chance to sleep in as long as we're here. Let's get to bed early.
The next morning. What happens next morning?
Hey, Traveler. Paimon. Package here for you. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself. I'm not a delivery man, you know.
Who sent us a package?
Ah, right! Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this package is the bad thing that Colin said would happen. Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just call Paimon after you opened it.
Just in case it blows up in my face.
Hey, wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it! Ah!
A bottle of red liquid. Red Fanta?
It's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong.
Rumor has it that the boxer went missing, and the liquid in the bottle obviously looks like blood.
Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say.
Do you want to give it a taste?
Ugh, no way. Get that stuff away from Paimon.
Seems like we'll have to investigate. This place is chock full of strange happenings after all. The strange blood-colored fluid. The strangest package received the next day after violating the hidden rules of the prankation ring. Investigate the clues you've discovered. Promoter?
If there's no way to send it all out, then maybe I'll never get a chance to leave.
I'm a promoter for Fontaco, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products.
Fanta.
I thought I could complete my task here quickly and return to headquarters, but I've been here way longer than I anticipated.
You know, y'all will be sued for plagiarism, but alright.
A promoter from Fontaco? So what kind of problem did you run into?
No one wants to buy your Fanta?
It's all because of that Duke. After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless. However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, to my surprise, he just cut me off while I was speaking.
Hi?
Let me take a moment and recall his exact words. I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time. It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld. That's understandable, and I don't blame you for that. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider.
Is that
buying
something
the
he'd
trick.
actually say?
Let's just forget it. That's how he rejected my proposal and asked me to come up with another solution with the condition that it doesn't cause any trouble for him. Can you believe that guy?
Dissatisfaction with the Duke. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of the coupons. The Duke believes that only idiots who doesn't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fonta.
Hey, what are these papers scattered all over the ground? Are they registration forms or something? Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback.
What is this?
We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale trials for the time being.
New product under development. Fonta's internal report says that. Okay.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya? Well, did anything happen?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any sense of the contents.
You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did ya?
I think
Are you
fine.
both still okay? Wait, are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
Is it? Yeah, it's me.
What do you think, Traveler? Is Paimon still Paimon?
I mean, to be honest, it's actually a higher power controlling the both of you right now. That being me.
When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fonta. Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fonta products in the Fortress of Meropide. You try and take extra good care of yourselves these next few days, you hear?
Alright. Sponsor for the Pancration tournament.
Whoa! Isn't this the super lucky
Again? Objective complete. Let's spend some coupons to skip our shift so we can go investigate.
Yeah, let's skip work for now and put our time to good use. Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there?
There's the guy. So this is how long it took for us to get back to him. Was it been like a week already?
Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work.
My goal is to become the next Duke.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Impressive.
Thank you.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time. So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there. A group of cannibals.
Holy! What the? Okay, that's up to 11.
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Meropide?
I guess there are still some starving people down here, huh?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here.
I don't think Childe got cannibalized, right?
Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Is that what the strange meat is?
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity?
Even if it's true, do you really think the cannibals could take me in a fight?
Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
Alright then, just like before, let's get ready to investigate another hidden rule. How many more are
When
there?
will all the secrets end?
Oh, we're back here again.
Vidoc isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Just stay away from me.
Huh? What? What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us.
It's pretty obvious that they're hiding something. Dude, I have done a lot of running around just in this gargantuan place.
Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
You see, sometimes we hear strange noises at night.
We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days.
Right.
Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
You're awfully helpful this time, Fielding.
Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned?
No reason not to find out the truth for ourselves.
Paimon knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then. Paimon just hopes the guards don't catch us. Oh, Paimon's so tired.
We wait until everyone has fallen asleep. If we miss our chance tonight, it'll be a while before we can get another opportunity.
Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone.
Lumine, keep it together.
Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Lumi. Oh, again. Oh, we're resonating with... Okay. Oh, and the Ace Attorney questioning theme is coming up. Child. You're running. Where are you running from? Or running to? Oh, you're hiding. What are you doing sneaking around? What the... What are you doing? Oh, you're up to... Oh, those 3. Something is calling me. I have to go. What? Wait, which part of the pipes is this?
Come on, wake up!
I saw Childe in my dreams again.
Well, what did you see this time?
Investigating the pipes tonight is the right call. Childe escaped via the pipes.
Well, it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
Dude, Act 3 is much longer this time. What the hell? Jeez.
Careful. We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
This is so weird. They're making me sneak without the sneak mechanic. Saw you roll! Saw you roll!
This should be the place.
Oh, Zo3 again.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
You're not the Cannibals, are you?
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
No, actually.
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
All those rumors about cannibals and hidden rules were started by you, weren't they?
Yeah. So what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
If you turn around, go back to the dormitories and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up.
We gotta help our comrade. There's something calling me. I have to go.
Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Childe's the boss already?
Hey,
of course he made a name for himself down here already.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right.
Well, you
I
didn't
guess
exactly
that's proof
tell
enough for me.
Wow.
It's thanks to his
Those dreams
vision.
of yours sure come in handy.
One day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again.
It's it, right? It's the it calling.
And as
to
his
him.
crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and use the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule.
Just to get people out of the pipe.
We just wanted to give them a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
For a high security prison, it was sure easy to get out of here.
The pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end.
But he hasn't come
It
back.
leads to an abandoned factory area, and
The
even if there
forbidden
were a
zone.
way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in.
forbidden zone.
It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. and that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
Boss is not that weak. What are you talking about?
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. See? It's one thing we know for sure.
We want to go to the spot where he left.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
What's going on, right?
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here.
Oh.
It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded.
Do you think Childe got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
I know a good diver.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
Oh, isn't that the scene where Freminet is drowning? Plus, you can't drown in Fontaine anyway. Why can't we just go? We resonated with Hydro. Really? Don't do that to Freminet. I've watched the trailer.
We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off.
We're still in
When
Act
you
3.
said you knew a diver, you were talking about Freminet, right? If we ask Lyney, he'll definitely have Freminet help us. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler!
Bye-bye. Oh, wow, we only just finished it.
It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep.
So that entire Act 3 was just prison gigs and a little bit of Sherlock Holmes stuffed in there, Ace Attorney style.
Huh? Wait, look over there! Isn't that... It's one of Lyney's cards!
You're right, it's been a while since we've contacted him.
Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating.
How convenient.
From the sound of it, Lyney's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered.
Well,
we still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
I don't like the sound of that. Cataclysm's quickening? I don't want to quicken the cataclysm, but according to... If you guys have done the Narcissus Cried storyline, the World Crest, according to Rene Petrichor, the whole world of Teyvat is in like a constant cycle of rebirth. But for Genshin's Teyvat, apparently this cycle is the final cycle, and after this, there will be no more Teyvat. I just thought that might be important.
There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaroon. People call them the Bombshell Bros.
Super Bombshell Bros.
Did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Oh, I didn't know that. What was he arrested for? Being too hot?
That's right.
What's happened? What? Oh.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Curious.
Sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thank you. You guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto?
Oh.
What nice.
These are the bros. These are the Super Bombshell Bros.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
That doesn't say much. A lot of people know me now.
Really? Are we that famous?
How are you still asking that, Paimon?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon.
Yeah.
People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything.
Yep.
It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
Oh, my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Well, thank you.
So you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
Steaks? Did I miss something? I could have sworn we got fish and chips.
The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated.
No kidding.
The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Wriothesley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right?
Oh.
I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
Why would he be down here?
If he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
That's true. Ah, interesting. According to Quistal, a person named Juriel frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow.
Damn, yeah, I was like, Lorvine sounds like a woman's name.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
So both him and Juriel.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
Who the hell beats each other up on dates? So Juriel had a confrontation with a girl named Louvraine, who's also frequents the infirmary. I remember that too. Okay. Hi.
Huh?
Hi. Hey yo. It's good to see you too.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
You summarize your findings to Lyney.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo.
He almost sounded like Venti for a second.
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The more important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Again, dude, we don't suffocate in the waters of Fontaine. What do you mean? We can just do that. I don't want to put Freminet through it.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Freminet would be up to the task.
God damn it.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Freminet will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
Do not make me turn the clock 6 times.
Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
I'm not turning the clock 9 days.
We'll be able to pick up Freminet while we're at it, too.
Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Freminet's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier,
right.
So it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot. Did you only say that because I'm an amateur?
No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit. I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Infirmary. Whoop.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in a corner and try your best to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. Several people are here to engage in conversation, but they only manage to... Okay. Oh, it's those two. Oh, they're with the nurse.
It's not impossible.
Oh. It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
You nod and take a long deep breath before inhaling and nod. What? You recall correctly, the potion's result of failed attempt at alchemy performed by Paimon. Ugh. Haven't given a good whiff. Your hand is potion.
Bruh.
Oh.
Someone!
What the? Dude, I can't even read that. Okay.
Oh, are you okay?
So we're using the potion as an excuse.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
With all due respect, ma'am, you're the little one. I'm sorry.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
Keep up your acting game, Lumine.
Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Sigewinne has taken out a few instruments and began doing her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way.
Sigewinne's using her hands to palpate different areas of my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression is growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
Oof, that hurt a little.
I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all, outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Lorvine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
It is Lorvine.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Phew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Sigewinne just called the woman Lorvine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard of before. Would that mean that the man next to her is Jurio then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Still not great. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction too.
If Miss Sigewinne says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sigewinne take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sigewinne prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sigewinne's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
These two seems to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their medicines at the same time. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. There seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there.
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. And Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
Guys.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine. And that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sigewinne.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around.
Well, I looked around.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Oh, it's a code.
You said it should be yellow.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a code.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night.
Sigewinne's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap, like she said. You move yourself over to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. The wariness of the morning. You can, however, still catch some hints of Primal's conversation with Sigewinne.
We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong.
That I am.
So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry. She'll recover soon.
That she is. Companion. That word brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax into... That's cute. Right, so this means we gotta sneak in during that 1 hour she's gone and go into the hatch.
Thank you, Miss Sigewinne. Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that. You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room.
I feel like she's not involved.
Sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Are we really off track though? There are still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the questions Sigewinne asked Luvrin. And also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? And was Luvrin and Jurio's argument genuine, or were they just putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa! You really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Lyney.
You managed to pass a slip to a busy Lynette as you happen to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. Freminet, where's the boy?
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Freminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago.
Oh.
And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
We don't get to see that?
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Freminet's help, you've already done more than enough. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
If you think so.
Lynette. Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten.
Yeah.
The matter of our respective loyalties.
You still serve Father.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui.
Not all of them are bad,
understand
though.
that feeling. So I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
I mean, you might be Fatui operatives, but you're not bad people.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril.
Aw.
Freminet and Lynette feel the same way.
I appreciate that. I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Freminet returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now. According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch.
I knew
Lynette
that.
knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh.
Uh-oh.
Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
That's cute.
She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine?
That part still disturbs
me.
me.
To understand her patient's emotional state. Ah, this is it. We saw it before.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Oh, don't tell me it's a trap to lure us in. It leans down and gets close to the movable hatch, starts tapping at different...
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
The look on Lyney's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic, he probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
What is it?
Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
There's someone else.
Wriothesley, did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wriothesley?
Wait, he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Neuvillette, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why didn't he go after you as well? Because if he gets Lynette, he can use Lynette as leverage and make you admit to whatever you're down here doing.
Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Freminet.
That's where the drowning scene
We had to go through all
comes
that
from.
trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lyney, calm down.
Don't be like this, Lyney. Freminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault.
No, I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I don't think he'll listen.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again.
Right. The last time was like years ago when she was sold off.
I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
He's off already.
He's rushed out the door. After him.
You were here. The whole What?
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
Oh, hell no. Not the Melusine being the bad one.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
And then I came through.
Is someone
Pack everything up.
Oh no, they spotted us before.
Outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Oh, we were spotted already. They knew Guy was faking it. They knew. Oh.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place.
She's...
So they are quite sharp.
Of course she's in on it.
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
What the wow. Okay. Looks can be deceiving.
Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
What the fuck did you do?
Wait! It's no use, we have to catch up to him!
Oh my god. Bro's got... Go, 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 go.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Oh my fuck.
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Freminet, no. You probably didn't even interfere with Childe's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meropide is a pretty pleasant place.
Pleasant, you say?
Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Childe's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Freminet has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Freminet is not.
He's not.
Where could he be?
What do you really want?
That one scene of him drowning.
Lyney!
When does that happen?
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where are Lynette and Freminet?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now, but he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
In the waters.
Wait, you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all. But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Lyney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
We've seen Freminet drowning like twice already. Once in the Final Feast, the second in the Fontaine trailer.
I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meropide, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
What the hell? You're just trying to root out the Fatui members, right?
I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
What are you trying to hide?
Mr. Lyney.
So bad.
The cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
Personally?
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, If she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the fortress of Meropide? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person. Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
At the cost of Lynette and Freminet.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Lyney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
This is not how I expected this to go. Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
You're counting down.
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Lyney.
Wriothesley, you skipped like 3 numbers. That's not fair.
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Please wait, can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lyney, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes?
But they're not bad people. I want to say Freminet and Lynette too.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Okay, that's what the investigation was for. Who will see it if you keep working continuously? Who will see it?
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from human. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. Seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Okay, yeah. Under what circumstances does a strange meat appear? Why does this strange meat... What? Those two are wrong. Why does the meat appear the way it does? Oh, it's because Sigewinne prepares it? It's Sigewinne who prepared it. Under what circumstance?
But what could Sigewinne be doing during that time?
Of course, if she's the one prepared. That's why she disappears. She's the one that makes these. What the fuck? Does purple meat look delicious to Melusine's?
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row.
The good old classic.
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us.
Yeah, hence the purple meat.
The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
That's That's a shame.
Alright, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration.
Right, that, yeah.
Including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Boom, you get that. There we go. Okay, so it's just a sponsorship deal.
People are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time.
So these are all just misunderstood.
They'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff...
Maybe change the coloring, guys.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale.
On prisoners.
To see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
Yeah, you.
The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here.
That's funny.
Only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I see this as an absolute win.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. And here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Whoa.
The thought of sparing Lynette and Freminet never even crossed your mind.
Lyney.
You'll pay for this!
No.
Lyney, are you alright?
He got shot.
Close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Huh?
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne... You...
Are you his accomplice in all this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty.
She has a tranquilizer gun.
When Monsieur Neuvillette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
And discharging that firearm. If you're close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Neuvillette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all.
Time?
The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Yeah, what time?
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
2. The door suddenly slams open. A familiar figure bursts into the room. Arlecchino? Oh!
Some space, please.
Chlorinde!
Ah, Miss Chlorinde. My door.
Freminet!
Freminet! Freminet!
He's okay, right?
What's going on? What is Chlorinde doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
He's gonna do anything but take it easy, Sigewinne.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh, fuck.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Freminet a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
But how hasn't he dissolved yet?
I'll talk to Chlorinde while you get Freminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Bro, what is happening?
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lyney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
Whoa.
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
The water, it's the seawater. More of the primordial water is going into it. So they were saving him.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
What about you, Chlorinde? How did you not?
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
You have an odd way of going about it.
Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Could I tempt you with some sugar for your tea?
No need.
Alright. Freminet. Lyney's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigewinne touch Freminet. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Freminet does require urgent medical care. Sigewinne's examining Freminet carefully. She does not look too upset, which is a good sign. Hopefully Freminet will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
How hasn't he dissolved?
I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however. Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Seeing that they were actually trying to save Freminet, I think Lynette should be fine too.
She just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her.
Okay, you still shot her.
If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Lyney has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts what Sigewinne just said.
I'm back, everyone.
Oh, Lynette.
Lyney! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Freminet, is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lyney and Lynette immediately comes to lift Freminet up. With the help from... Freminet.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Yeah, definitely. Chlorinde saved Freminet from the sea. Just what happened there? Yeah, but she seems okay though, unless she's not Fontainian. Wow, okay, wow, that's like 2 twists stuffed into like 30 minutes. Okay, at least like his intentions weren't bad. He's just protecting the prison, but I thought he was like just hell-bent on getting rid of them. But no, he was actually saving Freminet and just making sure Lynette didn't get into any danger. Okay, he's not a bad guy, thank goodness. The way they framed Sigewinne, I really thought she's evil. Freminet.
He's awake. Freminet, how do you feel?
Lyney. Lynette.
We're all here.
Yup, everyone.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Freminet. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
I only wish we met under better circumstances, but...
The sea! There's something wrong with the seawater.
Exert yourself.
It's okay.
We know.
We can talk about it after you've recovered.
We know all of Fontaine's oceans are becoming the Primordial Sea.
No.
What happened after you snuck into the pipes? Also, we still don't know where Childe is.
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh. Flashback. Flashback. Okay. We are having it.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
The railing's broken.
Where could Master Childe be?
It do go down. Trial Freminet. New music too. Can you guys just give him the bell for once so that it fits his flash art? Whoa. Oh, this is just another Gardamek thing, right?
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Right, we still don't know the deal with the Forbidden Zone or the hatch. I mean, I'm assuming those two are just the same place. Oh, it even goes... Whoa. It goes deep.
This is where the water starts. Master Childe probably dived into the
he'll
water.
be fine because he's not Fontainian.
I'll go take a look as well.
Oh, so I have to see this? We know what's coming, just what caused it.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Okay.
Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the...
The primordial water.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Oh, he has this purple aura around him. Chlorinde needs you right about now.
I can't
Oh,
die
he
here.
was so close too.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Oh, there she is. Fuck. Oh, she really did. Yeah, where did Childe go? So he didn't even get that far.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Childe could have gone.
Unless it's a gate that closes behind them.
Miss Chlorinde brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Chlorinde, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You could have
You're
died.
still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
I believe Miss Chlorinde will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it, I'll go talk to him.
It's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lyney?
I'm sorry if you want to stay beside your...
Please go on without me. The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
Aw.
Both of you are just in danger.
He's such a good older brother.
Then let's just sit together for a while.
Le Deluge.
I'm so sorry, Lyney.
It's not your fault.
I'm also really sorry, Lyney. I should have been more careful.
Don't say that. It was all my fault. I was the one who should have been more careful. You two were nearly...
Well, Lynette was okay.
If I was stronger, maybe I would have already found Master
No.
Childe.
No, how can you say that? I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is, we all dropped the ball at some point during the mission. So the responsibility falls on all of us. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's on all of us.
Lyney, we understand that
too
you're
hard on
worried
yourself,
about us,
jeez.
but we're worried about you as well. Please don't blame yourself.
Did you see how
We
panicked
want
he
you
was?
to keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dang, that's quite the office. We gotta address the elephant in the room, you know, the water and Childe.
I wanted to check up on Miss Chlorinde. How are you feeling?
You were also in the water,
Mostly fine, I think.
you think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Wriothesley?
What is this master plan you cooked up?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Please enlighten us as much as you'd like.
Did you know about Lyney's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
I can see why you're the Duke.
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior is.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Childe's disappearance. Lyney suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went.
Me
so
too.
I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lyney's group would just do your work for you?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Freminet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meropide is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lyney's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
I guess thanks.
Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Chlorinde down here?
Me, of course.
Yeah.
I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Dang, you paid her?
As a champion duelist, Miss Chlorinde could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
That's fair enough. So, the Forbidden Zone really exists. What's inside of it?
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Childe's whereabouts.
Oh, they could be connected.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
Alright, fine.
We've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
Even if the truth may not be pleasant? Follow me.
Oh. It do go down.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it?
There's a lot of hidden somethings in this place.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meropide is.
Yes, I know. Oh, it's an elevator.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Once everyone's taking their position on the circular plate, okay, move downwards. We're going even deeper.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone?
And that is...
What a huge door!
What's behind this?
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside, hence the name Forbidden Zone.
Do you hear the ambience?
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Oh. Wow, hear this? Yeah, not ominous at all, folks. I'm sure it will be all parties and rainbows behind this door. Whoa. 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 Okay.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
What's in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
Gear. It's just a gear. The room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meropide. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it.
Right.
The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place.
Oh.
But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position.
Is that the concentration of primordial water?
It's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
Like how much primordial water is in the sea?
Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Freminet displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
Primordial seawater is continuously leaking into the sea?
Yes, that's very likely.
From what source?
But forget about the 2 of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
I believe the Primordial Sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the Primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some Primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us.
Below here.
If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the Primordial Sea.
Well, we should fix it now then. I mean, if the gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night. Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring.
Alright, shoot.
It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meropide in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro-Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro-Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro-Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro-Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress.
That's how the fortress came to be.
They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro-Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Get out all into the water source. Do you believe in processes?
To be frank, not really.
Well,
but sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
This is pretty much fact. So as the Duke of Meropide, just what do you plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
I'm being shown a lot of things today.
This is it.
Oh, you too.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have—
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
I knew the meds was a code.
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What is your plan?
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
Can you guys calm down?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin.
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meropide?
What a lovely idea.
No.
I'm already imagining it in my head.
No, that would kill off everyone instantly.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
I mean...
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then.
Alright, what's behind this door?
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
There's another...
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
It is my first time here.
But
And here you go.
What the fuck? They've been building that?
What a huge ship?
Like Noah's Ark?
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty.
I think I heard about this in the Narcissus Krites adventure team.
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
Yeah, that's the nation before Fontaine.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everyone? I think that'll just create more panic.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe.
Yeah.
As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Will the finale of Fontaine be held on a ship?
I'll leave you here for now, but don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
He means that my actions will now decide the next steps Lyney's group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Lyney the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
I look forward to what happens next.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Wriothesley, always drinking tea?
While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Wriothesley and Sigewinne.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
Were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Lyney sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now, Lyney?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now. Then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Freminet affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meropide.
Bingo!
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him.
Bingo again.
As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but
wow, he's right about.
I just can't think of what it could be.
I didn't even need to tell you anything. Lyney's grasp on the big picture is amazing.
You're super smart!
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Chlorinde to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see.
It's a big-ass boat.
He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly.
And some deliberation, you share the information you just learned with Lyney and company. While sharing what you saw, you emphasize on now's not the time for disputes.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone, just like the prophecy said.
That's why we gotta stop it.
Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
What? Okay.
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
Glad to see that.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Lyney when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Aww, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
Warm and safe and hungry.
You've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
I feel like
I
should try to become someone more capable of helping.
You're okay.
You're incredibly helpful. Lyney thinks so too.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push myself, but aren't you just like that as well?
It's time for dinner.
I think my Sayu just died.
Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sigewinne? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Clorinde's dinner as well.
Will it be purple meat too?
What would you like to eat?
We can choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Woolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Then I'll have the tastiest stuff you have to offer. Biggest portion.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon! No problem. Just leave it to me.
After a while, the meal Sigewinne ordered, unlike the days prior. Okay. Sigewinne also brings some drinks over to you. They taste a little strange, but they insist very nutritious. Okay, the shakes genuinely taste terrible.
So delicious.
Amazing. Free dinners are the absolute best.
Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious.
Exquisite, thank you. Besides the milk, everything else was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
She's trying so hard.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Wriothesley's office? When you said that you were protecting Lyney and his siblings as well? Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Chlorinde is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Chlorinde left, to make sure that Lyney wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
I really misunderstood the situation.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. I really wish Monsieur Neuvillette would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette's outside his office. I love that face.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Yeah, I knew it.
It's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sigewinne really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Wriothesley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Freminet too.
Thank
you sure worked super fast.
Oh, it was child's play.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah, first time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes. You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
It's all thanks to Neuvillette. This is technically a word trick for us too.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
I'm super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm also getting there. Will we get to resonate with Childe's vision one last time? But you were quick. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Me too, Paimon. Good night.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
What?
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
What's all that rumbling? Paimon, wake up. We need to go out and see what's going on. Dude, I just wanted to get some shut-eye. Jeez.
What happened? Why is everyone running around?
There's an alarm.
Hey, what are you doing?
There's no time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
Oh, did the thing burst?
They're here! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
The thing burst. That's what the cutscene is. You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards.
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Then that means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no, isn't the gate at the very bottom?
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Yeah, because whatever happens, we won't be affected.
Hey, be careful!
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Thank God I have speed. Come on, come on, come on. Shit. Oh, Chlorinde's here too.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
It's not gonna hold. Oh.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Oh shit. Oh. Go. Dude, how much is in there? Oh, he froze it. No, that's not gonna hold it though. No, that's not enough. There's too much. Yep. Oh, yes, that's the scene. Oh, you gotta shut the gates.
3.
Oh, you hear that?
1.
Wriothesley, come on.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Oh no, don't put... I didn't...
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Do you hear the amount of water behind that? Oh my fucking god. I didn't think it was gonna burst that quickly. I thought that was gonna be for Act 5.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Did he feel it?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Opera?
Furina will soon be meeting with the Knave there. You must protect Furina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me later.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Yeah, they need your help down there. Or is that where the begging to not kill me shows up? Hi. Yep, you look nervous. Huh, it's fine, you can...
So you two are the honored guests Miss Furina mentioned.
Yes. Hi. We finally meet.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this?
She's probably like, thank God!
Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Yes, I know. So this is the Knave, the head of House of the Hearth, and the Lyney siblings' father. She certainly doesn't seem easy to deal with. Greetings. Pleasure to meet you too.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
Uh-huh.
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores.
Oh.
There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The Knave is forced to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her. Dude, she's ready to betray anyone and everyone, even the Tsaritsa.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
It looks appetizing, it looks pretty good, it's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Childe said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Furina and I.
Wait, Childe should have no reason to have said anything like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
He's been in the abyss since his childhood, so yes.
So you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Furina? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Childe was subdued by Eudex's Neuvillette right in front of you.
Yeah, he got one-tapped.
Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Childe disappeared.
I'm pretty sure you didn't set a deadline.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Childe is still alive.
Oh. And just how do you know that?
Because I trust in his skills?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
Plus he's not Fontainian.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Oh wow, you're really pressing this.
Well...
Shit. But there was also no evidence that he was injured or have been killed.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
What does that look?
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Oh, is it from what's happening
I suppose
below?
this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Of course you know. Oh. It's cracking.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
He came down here personally.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
How are you gonna repel this? Neuvillette. This is also from the trailer. Is he controlling it or pushing it back?
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
He's sealing it back. Wow.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Oh, he means the one where everyone's born with sin.
All right.
Oh.
Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
For now.
Indeed. But only for now.
It's temporary.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Chlorinde thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
Oh, okay.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Oh, okay, never mind.
As the Hydro-Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian.
Oh, fuck.
You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true.
But she chooses to ignore it.
Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you, it beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Folcalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
So she has a point. I mean, she has been sitting in the opera house all day.
You're wrong.
But
I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro-Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
She's really pressing it on her.
My ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
But the Oratrice does.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Furina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the Knave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting up a front. Well, good. I'm happy to see that.
Then I ask you, Miss Furina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
You So was that all a lie? Or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but now she's deflated like a popped balloon.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I mean, I sure hope you're doing something, right?
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
She thinks you're just making an excuse.
Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Brother.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Furina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
Well, it's powering Fontaine, isn't it?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea.
I mean, it's
if
left
I'm not
by...
mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Furina. I first caught wind of this when Lyney tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House.
Right, back in Act 1.
You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro-Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Furina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
She's not in the mood for jokes, Furina.
I must say, Miss Furina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves.
Insecure is an understatement. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging Primordial Sea. But can he really deal with it all by himself? He did. And is Furina being truthful or not?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
Thank you?
You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Thanks. The Knave proceeds to change the topic and bring up a number of less significant matters, while the atmosphere gradually... I can't read that fast.
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler?
Okay.
We could use the opportunity to discuss Childe before I must be on my way.
I have no objections to spending more time with Arlecchino. You can breathe a sigh of relief now, Furina.
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
It's fine, Furina. I'd be scared shitless too.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Childe was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
I figured.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. I didn't think that's what you'd wanted to talk about. Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Lyney.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Lyney's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, And you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina?
Well...
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Okay.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Childe was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself.
Right, that was the meeting.
I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you!
Oh, love that outfit, by the way.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
That's not a good look.
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis, and I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Right.
Who are you?
There's a line.
What are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
Wow, she really said she's not worth it.
I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Folcalor.
It would have been so
even
easy.
Furina dares not mention this incident to anyone. My informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
Jeez.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it.
No, it's the Oratories.
Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father. News from the Fortress of Meropide. Master Childe has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Furina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth.
Okay.
My wish to investigate the Fortress of Meropide will be a front. Lyney and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
That's what it was.
You should know the rest. Lyney's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Furina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves.
Yeah, she
Whether
doesn't look the part, huh?
Neuvillette or Furina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise,
her hair's so bright.
I would be happy to cooperate with you.
Is that when you become playable?
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I am concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Furina.
Maybe ask what happened down there.
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate.
You recount the happenings of the tea party with Neuvillette.
So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
You have enough power to force back the Primordial Sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But
that's not it.
Just a speculation on our part, though. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
What did you sense in the Fortress of Meropide? Did you manage to protect those that needed to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
The clear sky suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain becomes heavier. Light rains soon grow into a downpour. And just moments before, Neuvillette has just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to that legend, and what Freminet said, it said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the sky would cloud down and pour out rain. He's the Hydro Dragon. Wait, Neuvillette, you can't be.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
He's the dragon sovereign of what? He is the sovereign, not just any dragon, but the sovereign.
The dragon of... what?
I was thinking a sovereign would have been too much, but he is.
Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Oh.
Furina?
Where are you going?
Neuvillette! Neuvillette, are you listening?
My apologies.
Where's she gone? Sovereigns can take the form of a person.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
I mean, pretty much all of Fontaine knows that you're not human, but maybe not that you're sovereign.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the Primordial Sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
I feel like he's been worn down over, the centuries. He doesn't have as much power.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power.
The first who came.
Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities. The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to
do still
much
makes you very
unless
powerful.
The Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried.
Sure, see you later, Neuvillette.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
You guys are back?
Crystal! Macaroon!
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
No.
No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
We're so down here.
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
I'm sure the welfare meal must have just skyrocketed in quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
I am sure I will.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back. Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Well, Monsieur Neuvillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word.
We're okay.
I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
Please stay in prison.
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so
quite the strange
memorable,
request.
and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Courier, Miss Sigewinne told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for...
You sure you two aren't a thing?
Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though, so don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
We're not.
Not at all!
Mm.
Courier, the rumors about us are literally everywhere now. Please do something about it.
But it's not like I caused them by myself. All right.
These guys are so cute. I'm going to say though, I think they're really doing good on story writing. Like, this is much longer than Sumeru's 3.1. But it doesn't feel like it's overstaying its welcome. This is really good.
Well, look who it is.
Hello.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Freminet.
Thanks to everyone's support, I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Chlorinde in person.
Good on you.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the Knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
Well, intimidated the Archon a fuck ton and, asked if we wanted to cooperate.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lyney was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Take it from your father.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's going to work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Chlorinde has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Chlorinde received lipstick instead.
Oh god, Neuvillette.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Really?
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Are we now going to see our last vision of Childe?
We
really grew to this place again, huh?
We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight is lifted off our shoulders. It feels like we've regained our freedom.
Mm-hmm. Being free sure feels pretty special now. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
Okay, the more you say this, the more you're foreshadowing our separation so bad, it's not even funny.
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
Fairy adventure.
All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night to you, Paimon. There we go. There. Oh. Childe. Wait, he's still in the Primordial. The whale that he's been seeing. Okay, so before Childe was in prison, now Childe's imprisoned in the water. Jesus. Dude, where to begin? That was really well done. Pretty much 2 of the acts just circulated around the fortress of Meropide, like 80% of the time at least. And they really convinced me that Sigewinne and Wriothesley was up to no good in the Act 2. And I'm so glad that's not the case, because I really didn't want them to be bad people. They didn't look like the type. This isn't like, you know, the whole gathering like we had in Subaru, where like it's like an Avengers team up we're slowly doing. But it feels just as exciting. And this place is just, it's done so well. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to process this for now. Really. The Childe, the Primordial Sea, the prophecy that's about to come true, and Childe coming into contact with the whale that he sees in his dreams. And he's submerged in primordial seawater somewhere. Maybe in 4.2 his abyssal powers is going to waken completely and we'll get Childe too, maybe? Either that or the worst case scenario is that he's the new weekly boss with unstable like abyssal energy. He becomes like an abyssal monster. Because now I'm thinking what the weekly boss could be. Surely we can't be just fighting water. Of course, Neuvillette's the dragon sovereign of water, the successor, but still a sovereign, which is nuts. I knew he was definitely a dragon. I thought he was an Oceanid for once as well, but no, that still makes him very powerful. All of them will play a huge role in the story. Neuvillette, we'll see how Furina redeems herself. I do believe she'll get her moment to shine. I do believe she'll get her moment to shine. That thing that she couldn't talk about and keep confidential. And dude, I haven't even, this whole like Archon quest took place just in this little area. We still don't have that area in the distance. That might be where 4.2 focuses on. Yeah, for now, our story has come to a hold. Will soon be followed by the climax and the finale in 4.2. And I'm guessing the epilogue follows right after in 4.3. Now I'm just wondering who the epilogue will be focused on. I believe there's a high chance it will be focused on Childe and his like him rediscovering his like abyssal origin and about Skirk. So yeah, for now, this has been 4.1's Archon Quest Act 1 and Act 2. God, it was long, but I enjoyed it a lot. Hey, let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. What theories and discussions you have, where you thought it could be improved. For now, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.